Blind Dyslexic here is giving, I guess you would call it a reply video to Matrix212's little deal about Doctor Who must be remembered, multiple timelines, and the evil Doctor. He pretty much answered my questions. He pretty much put everything I'm going, I want to answer this. No, damn, he answered that. I want to answer that. No, he answered that. But no, he's right. Something will happen to make the Doctor totally go over the line. And whether this causes his amalgamation to finally take hold, and River Song has got to come along to help drag him back from the cliff edge, we'll have to see and find out. Plus, a real quick side note about River Song. There was always that talk about her killing a great man. The Doctor has always been the one. But this is how I looked upon it. The Valyard was posing as the Doctor. River Song knew this. She goes to stop the Valyard. She either kills him or injures him, but nonetheless, everybody assumes that she kills the Doctor instead of his amalgamation. But the Time Lords time scooped the Valyard out at a particular moment in time, whether it was by happenstance or design. Nonetheless, he goes and becomes the Sixth Doctor's prosecutor. I had to get that off my chest. But if something does happen to cause the Doctor just to go ape shit, either the Dream Lord becomes the Valyard, or something transpires where the Valyard does manage to pretty much exit the Doctor. But there were a few other timeline splits. I don't know if Matrix212 was trying to just keep in the original, the updated series or not. But back in the Third Doctor, John Pertwee's era, there was Day of the Daleks, where it was assumed that Sir Reginald Styles had drew all these diplomats to his home, blew his house up, in turn killing the diplomats and allowing the Daleks to take over. But it would later be found out that it was in reality one of the gorillas who had inadvertently done this. The Doctor prevents the diplomats from happening, which in turn doesn't allow the Daleks to take over in the future. The other that comes to mind is the one he points out. The Daleks were foreseen to be the most dominant life form in the universe. The Time Lords send the Doctor, Sarah Jane, and Harry to Skaro at a point in time in order to either stop them altogether or prevent it from happening. He prevents it from happening, or he averts it from happening, which in turn causes this another timeline. Let's see, I got my little notes here, pardon me. Oh, and another thing. If the Daleks' memories have been erased, so they don't, and the whole little first question comes about. What if this averts the question being asked to a later incarnation? This might be this might be an attempt to avert that first question from coming along until maybe the night, maybe till, let's see, the 12th self, 13th self, the mystery self of the Doctor, postponing that first question being asked. A good way of postponing that first question. so nobody finds out his true name is Chuck. The other deal is, yes, Davros would have knowledge, and whether he uses that knowledge as a keystone to keep himself from being killed, since we all know from earlier Doctor Who adventures that there are two sides, the pro and anti-Davros. So, would Davros use this to hold over the Daleks? You allow me to stay alive, I'll teach you about the Doctor. But, of course, they don't fear anything. Let's see what. Okay, I just did the value. But that's pretty much it. But if the Daleks don't remember, how can they remember? How do they know to ask the question? Oh, and one extra little thing about River Song. If an alternate timeline does occur and prevents her from being born, how does she die in the library? And if she's prevented from dying in the library, how does she not kill the Doctor or be created to kill the Doctor? Mysteries abound, and I can't wait. This is your blind dyslexic, hoping I'm not being too confusing. And basically, to all you military personnel out there, thank you. Stay safe. You're always in our hearts. And if you ever get a chance, please make a donation to Heroes at Home or Cancer Sucks, two extraordinary charities. And from me to you, your blind dyslexic. Ciao for now.